Hey everybody, welcome to a very special episode of Top 5 Skyrim Mods of the Week. I'm Cam Robinson, we have Seb Ford here.
Hello.
Who's this jerk?
Hi.
Oh, it's Mark Walton.
Oh yes it is, and I am the biggest jerk.
This is your Skyrim mods debut.
Yeah, you've never been on the show before.
I've never even modded a Skyrim before.
No.
You don't even like
We didn't even
Skyrim,
put you in
No,
front
I
of the
don't even like
computer.
Skyrim. No, that's a bad thing to admit on the Skyrim mod show, isn't it?
Oh,
I don't
jeez.
understand.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
don't
this will
worry.
be your first and only appearance.
Can I
then.
just say though? I admire Skyrim, even if I don't.
And its fans.
And its
many
fans.
fans.
It's many handsome fans.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
What are we doing today?
And speaking of handsome, what are we doing? We're building this, right? This.
Yeah.
Now I'm no expert, but this is just a case currently.
This
right?
is a PC
Okay,
case.
okay.
Well, we're building. You guys wanted a new awesome PC to play Skyrim mods.
We did.
Right?
That was actually exactly what we asked.
And as one of GameSpot's premier game tech people, this guy, I've hooked you up with a bunch of stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have cool stuff.
What does it do?
What does it all do? It will play PC games, in particularly Skyrim,
Wonderful.
at super uber awesome settings with
Yeah.
all the mods you can throw on.
So we can stop lying about the fact that we've been running it on low all this
We have not. Honestly, we've not been running it.
At VGA resolution. So yeah, we've got loads of cool stuff. We got this Bitfenix case. We got some Bitfenix fans. We got this cool Corsair RAM, 16 gigs worth.
60 gigs of RAM.
Yeah.
So the plan is, because we want to do an
It's
episode where we use this PC we're building now
Yeah.
to like put on all the graphics mods, all the EMDs. Well, we only need one, but you know, get Skyrim looking
We're gonna make
as
Skyrim
good
as
as
beautiful
possible. Like
as
it's
we possibly
the sexy
can.
Skyrim project.
Yeah.
Is
Well,
the working title.
This thing is going to do that. We have this, which is a brand new SSD. This is SanDisk's brand new, what's it called? Extreme
Pro.
Oh, good. Not those regular pros.
No,
Rubbish.
Extreme Pros. So this is 480 gigs. It's
Cool.
also got 550 meg read speed, which is redonkulous.
All right.
Okay.
We have also got the AMD FX 8350 processor.
Okay,
And the interesting thing about this rig
Yeah.
is that it uses desktop AMD stuff, but we're doing it in a micro ATX form factor, which is
Cool.
rare. The AMD 8 core, yes, they are not as fast as Intel, like at straight speeds, but you
not
know,
what you
it's a
asked for.
really good gaming PC processor.
Oh, okay.
Basically.
Okay.
A really good gaming PC processor, and it's
take your word for that.
way cheaper. This is an ASUS motherboard because this is the only motherboard that is good for micro ATX with
There we
AMD.
go.
Basically, no
Okay.
choice. Just get this one.
This one.
Literally this one.
Won't tell you what it is. You just got to read the box.
Oh,
Just
God,
read the
because
box.
Because motherboards have stupid names. Like, how is
man,
anyone
the-
supposed to
hey, man,
know?
the
Hey
M5A
guys, like
78L
people won't shut up on
USB
Twitter
3
about
pretty
the
good.
M5A 78L-M
Yeah,
USB
I
3
just
model.
seriously, whoever comes up with those.
I actually thought that was trending last week. I saw that. That was definitely trending.
We've also got this is a Corsair H75, which will help with your your overclocking because it's a water cooler. It's an all-in-one.
Okay.
We're keeping it simple for you guys.
Lovely.
That's a power supply. These aren't-
750.
It's a 750. It's another Corsair one because Corsair make the best power supplies.
Corsair make the best power supplies.
That is
There
not a
you go.
lie. They really do. And this
When do
one-
we get that massive check?
When we get that massive check
Yeah.
from Corsair for all the Corsair stuff. No, we're using
Corsair.
Corsair stuff because genuinely they make the best gaming RAM. Their all-in-one water coolers are excellent, but their PSUs as well are pretty much the best you can get.
And they're
So-
small enough to fit in this.
yes, this one is
This
one of
little
the
baby.
few 750 watts that's standard size, so it will fit.
Good, good.
And then we got some other accessories. We got a cool Corsair mouse. We got some Bitfenix headphones. We got a bunch of stuff over there as
Lovely.
well.
What's this?
This.
What's
That's
this?
an empty box.
This is an empty box, but this is the Arctic Cooler Accelero
Yeah.
Extreme 4.
I actually
And the
wouldn't use
reason
that.
for this is because of this bad boy. So this is AMD's R9 290X, which is basically the most expensive. No, not. It's the second most expensive graphics
You've
card.
got a silver medal in everything.
Because this, when I got this was the best they made, and then they brought out the R925, R295 X2, whatever.
X2.
X2, whatever. Why we've got this separate cooler on is because the one we got came with this cooler.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is the stock cooler for this sort of, basically, it's the
dismantle
regular
it, yeah.
one, reference design. It's kind of a
And I
bit
can see that.
crappy.
Now, I'm no expert, but I can see one fan and I can see
Yes.
3 fans.
Yes.
Yeah.
That means this has
And-
got more fans.
And cooling on both sides on that one now.
Oh, really?
As well.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean the reference
Yeah,
cooler
that's,
basically is really crappy at keeping these very, very hot running cards cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Especially
when
in a
you-
small case,
Yeah,
right?
especially in a small case. And when you use the stock version of this card, it actually tends to clock itself down to stay cool, so you don't get full performance.
Okay, so it will know when it's
With
overheating.
this sucker on, which I admit is freaking ginormous.
It just fits in there,
It
right?
just fits.
Yeah.
It basically will stay very, very cool. I've tried it. It's great. It's actually really quiet as well. Really, all we got to do is
Build it.
Together.
put it together. Okay,
All right.
you gonna help me?
We can
No.
certainly try.
All right.
I'm going to watch.
All right.
I'm gonna watch
As
and
long
shout
as the thing
slogans
plays
at you.
Skyrim at the end.
I have never built a PC in my life.
Really?
Never. In my
Ever?
life, ever in my life. Yeah.
Okay.
It's my first ever PC build.
Right. This is going to be enlightening
Heavy.
for you then.
So I'd expect to come away from this a complete expert on
You
how
will
to
be a
build
complete
anything.
expert. So
Okay.
It's got the keyboard as well. Look at that.
that is an amazing keyboard, by the way.
That looks
Oh,
really
it's
quite...
from Corsair. I just found a Corsair tube.
It's the biggest mouse mat
Wait,
in the
who
world.
makes it?
Uh,
That is a long...
What?
The idea is that you put your keyboard on it and your mouse on the side. You put everything on it. It's like it goes across your desk. Clearly
What
the
does
right
this
answer.
do?
I'll take this guy. Don't worry, guys. I got this bit.
Oh, I just
There you
did
go.
that. I just
Very
did a
good.
thing.
I didn't want you to do that bit.
I did a thing.
I really didn't want you to do that bit. Do you know how long it took me to put those back in?
What's the order of things?
Depends
in
on the
PC
case.
build?
It depends on the
okay.
case.
This feels like a tech version of Saturday Kitchen.
It does, yeah.
I like Saturday Kitchen.
Like screw management, make sure that you're like keeping them in a good place. You know where they go.
Yeah, actually, that's
and,
a good.
and we're just
no,
sort of
actually,
like
we kind of need.
some screw management here.
Cam, you're not allowed to do anything.
Why do you need this?
Because it's anti-static.
Oh,
We're gonna
yes,
lay
so
it
it
on-
is.
We're
Yeah,
going to lay it
yeah,
on
yeah,
top
of course
on the
we do.
table.
Of course we do.
Right. So what we've got here is the CPU. And when you build it, so basically when you've got your board,
Yep.
Intel, AMD, doesn't matter.
move this
What
out.
you want to do is get your chip on there, basically.
Okay.
I like to think this is the very safe part of the process, right? This is
is
the bit you
the-
can't screw up.
This is the bit,
any way,
this
shape,
is
or
the
form.
bit that you can really screw up. It's much worse with Intel processors. The reason is because the pins are actually on the board, not the CPU.
Okay.
And it's
Oh, so easy to just
really
break the
easily
pins.
to break the pins.
Oh, God.
So you've just got
Oh, God.
now with this.
So you want to use a good like punching technique, am I right?
That's right.
punch it in
really
there.
Punch it in there. With
Okay.
this, it's a little easier because the pins are sturdier on this.
Okay.
There's a corner on each one which is highlighted, and then you know which way it goes in.
Look at that. There's a corner that's highlighted.
The more you know. Knowledge
I'm
is
gonna
power.
I'm gonna stand back. I want no responsibility for when this goes wrong.
That's it. Done. Right. So
So
that's in
there we go.
So that's done. Right. There
Nice.
you
Can we
go.
boot her up?
Yeah, let's put it up right now.
yeah. Does
Let's
this
get
come
Skyrim on.
with, is Skyrim pre-installed on that?
Pre-installed
Right,
on the
great.
CPU.
Great.
Okay.
It's such a good game. Everyone's on it.
Brilliant.
Okay, so now we've done that. The next thing to do is to get our CPU cooler.
CPU cooler, not the RAM.
It's not the RAM,
Not
and
the
it's
RAM.
by brand. I don't know if you heard of them, but it's Corsair.
Oh no way, Corsair.
Yeah,
Yeah, I heard
so
they're
it's,
great.
Now, if you've never built a PC before, don't worry, because I'm going to try and be the questions that you would ask, because that's the situation I'm in. So I'm going to ask all the dumb
Convenient.
questions.
Here's a pro tip for you out
Pro
there.
tip, pro tip.
When you get fans for radiators, they usually have a higher pressure rating, and the higher the pressure rating, the better for a radiator. However, the lower pressure ones are generally better for other areas of the case. So this actually comes pre-installed with like thermal grease. Okay,
Look at that.
all right, that's off. Right, Brill.
I'm going to assume we're replacing it with that one.
No, this is the installing.
Look at that. I'm building a PC.
Yep. They said it couldn't be done. We're going to attach this
Just
to that.
figure out how this is going to, the layout of this.
Okay,
It's
okay.
going to be in there.
So logistics
the case is
first.
going to be in there.
Case is in here.
Right,
It's
right.
going to attach from here.
We need the screws again
And then this
too.
is going to
Radiator's
on the
going on
back
the back
here.
like that. Look at that. It's going to be so cold.
ice cold.
It's like a little sexy refrigerator. And this
Okay,
is
so
this
how does
is
this work?
pre-liquid filled, right? We don't have to
Pre-liquid.
fill this radiator with goo.
No, it's pre-filled. We don't have to
With-
do anything.
what's
Like
it filled
zero,
with?
zero maintenance. A form of liquid.
Form of liquid.
A liquid of some form.
So on here, on the board, basically there are holes, and we just need to make sure that there are standoffs where each of those holes are. So we
Okay.
want one there.
Okay.
Give me that. Another one. One there.
Then one up here.
Yeah, in line with this
Well, there's
one.
that
there's
one
that one
there.
there, and there's one above it. but I
So
think
what's
it's
the gap? Hold on. Give it the
this
old
side-
shocker.
This is science.
Oh, God.
There we go. It's the top one.
Excellent. So now we need to get this in here somehow. And I
Oh,
remember
God.
this also being a complete nightmare on the other one.
Yeah,
So
you,
I'm going to just stand back
Do you want to help
and let you
guide
guys
it?
do that because
Left
that
a
looks
bit.
horrid. What on earth is the point?
Okay, there we go.
That was easy.
That was easy once we did
First
that.
time.
All
How
right.
about that?
I'm really glad that went straight in there.
Pro tip,
Let's just
people.
spray paint the motherboard.
Don't pay through the roof for red-coloured motherboards. Spray paint them with household
Are you
spray
tired
paint.
of
That's not-
paying through the
I feel like
roof?
that's not a pro tip.
I feel like
feel like
that's a cam tip.
That's a
You've
pro
never-
lie.
Which screw allows me anti-aliasing? Is it that one?
No, the anti-aliasing screw will attach later.
You can see it's here because it's got the jaggy edges.
Oh, so it
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
You see?
Gotcha.
That's the anti-aliasing screw.
Gotcha.
There's
Learning
an
so
ambient
much.
occlusion screw somewhere, but
We've
the
lost it in
shadows
the
somewhere.
shadows.
now we need to figure out. Now we've done this.
Yeah.
Okay, now we need to figure out what fans we're going to use and what our
Red ones.
What our airflow within this case is going to
lots
be.
of airflow.
That's an obnoxiously big
Can
fan.
you just spin it for the camera? Just give it a little spin.
Look at that. No, we've broken it now.
Ooh,
Who
wait
asked?
a minute. If we put that in there, then our PSU is not going to fit, is it? Who designed this case? Maybe I think we can put that here actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I was going to suggest, putting the 200mm there.
Is that what you is that
First
exactly
thing I
what
thought
you
when I
used?
actually saw the big fan,
Yeah.
I thought,
It'd be a shame not to use the 200mm, frankly.
All right.
Mm.
So.
This is the 200mm.
Although if it lights up, and it's on the bottom, that's not much good for us, right? How are we meant to see the lights?
You'll see it. It'll be like one of those cars.
I was going to say, if we didn't use this, I could maybe mount it on top of my monitor, and it could give me a cool breeze while I work.
Yep.
Okay.
Also bathe you in beautiful red light.
So far, this has been the easiest episode of Skyrim mods ever.
I know. We haven't had a single mod fail.
No, nothing's crashed.
No.
Take this guy back up again. What are these screws made of, like paper or something? They thread so
worst.
quickly.
Can
Tidy that screw up.
so we're going to have to go underneath.
Is that still going to fit our
That's what I'm saying. That's why what we're
our
going to do.
graphics card?
Yeah, with this additional fans.
I'm going to check. There we go.
Yeah.
Gosh.
That breaking, crunching sound means it's working.
This, like, basically, if you're using the stock cooler, which we didn't want to do, you wouldn't have this problem.
We definitely can't put the fans in the top.
No, they won't fit. That's like too shallow. Like you can see, like that's the thickness. Figure out where you want your how you're going to run your cables. Like in this case, it's probably better that they're on that side, so they're nearer the board, and we can hide them. Again, would recommend rubber grommets if you can. But hey, it's only for these guys. So,
because again, they're going to shake a bit.
the fan controller, no longer fit. She no
Can we
longer
just
fit.
like stick it to the front with glue or something?
Well, let's have a look. Let's have a look.
What's more important, cooling or a bitchin' ass graphics card?
No.
No.
There's no physical way for this to fit. You'll get the mad power.
Sometimes you have to sacrifice licks for raw power, Mark.
That's what Cam said.
Shut up, Sam.
Your new graphics card. It's an AMD NVIDIA hybrid. Oh my god.
What?
This is the GeForce GTX 780, which is a very, very nice graphics card. As you can see, it is much smaller.
We've been rocking a 680 in the current
You've been
one.
rocking a 680. This is like, it'll give you a big boost.
Why are we making it in such a small case when we could be making it in a
You positioned
normal case?
It's the challenge. Fan controller's in.
Right, let's get rid of our sad but very powerful graphics card.
So we're doing okay. We're gonna like lose a little bit of airflow because it's gonna obstruct it, but there's nothing we can do about that. Our power cables are in for our PSU. All that's left really is to, plug in a few extra bits and pieces. So now we need to figure out which fans we want to be for which things. Let's just see on here. So with RAM slots, this has got 4. They're usually color coded, so you know which ones are 1, 2, 3, and 4. And obviously it's dual channel RAM. I say obviously, this is dual channel RAM, and the board supports dual channel RAM. So you want to install them in pairs, ideally. I mean, you can install one, and you won't get too much performance hit, but we're using 2 8 gigs, so you will have 16 gigs of RAM.
Where do we put the hard drives?
The hard drives in this go on a side-mounted bracket. So we've got our temperature sensors. Now we need to decide where we put these, because your CPU temperature we monitored in software. You can see it when you come in. Really, what we're going to use these for is ambient temperature in the case. So I'm plugging in this USB header, so you've got your front USB ports sorted.
Okay.
We've also got here, so these are going to be your power LED switches, blah, blah, blah,
Sweet,
blah.
they're
We'll
important.
leave that one sec and do the audio.
Audio. Well, that's weird.
How does that work? How did we get this off? Oh, don't tell me it's like that, because I will cry. No, you're right. It goes this way. This is right. This is right.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yay!
That's much better.
So it goes around that way.
But that bit's not going in the video. Can you please just cut in now, where I just say, well, that bit's not going in the video.
Potentially. I mean, maybe it goes in those little grooves on the side.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Nice.
So you can either put that... Yeah, keep them both at the top. They'll help keep the cables tidier. Come on, Cam.
What?
Stick with it.
And
Yeah,
Sam.
Cam.
I'll also lick.
Oh. Yes. Yes.
Success.
Wow. Okay.
It's in.
It's in. Wow. Okay, we're nearly done. Holy crap. Okay, so all we got to do is try and.
Great
So
job.
you're going to just stick the temperature gauge on the bottom half of the graphics card, right?
Yeah, we'll stick it.
This side.
Yeah.
Do you need a piece of tape? What are you pliering exactly?
He's plying the SATA cables into their SATA ports.
Right.
Oh, come on.
Oops.
And Cam drops another thing.
What do you keep dropping?
Because I keep playing with
Don't need
things.
that, don't need
'Cause
that, don't need that.
I'm trying to be patient, so I play with stuff.
Don't need those.
Fidget. Oh, he's just had to shugle it about a bit. So.
Shugle it about with it.
Shugle it about a bit, yeah.
Okay.
I actually said shuffle. But
I said shugle though. It's a good word.
It's the Scottish, more abrasive term for shuffling. It's
Shuffling
also a
like
dance style.
Like
in
no,
Scotland.
it's not. You would shuffle in a dance. You wouldn't shugle.
is that
What,
like
Shugle's
so
more
you,
of a
you don't
shake.
have that song Every
You're
Day
right.
I'm Shugling?
oh, hand cramp? How much does that
yeah,
sound?
yeah, every day I'm shuggling. That's a great sound.
Every day I'm sugarling. Oh,
And then the
really?
pipes kick in.
Can you
That's a
like,
number one for weeks.
continue to
Yes.
hold this? Because
I
it's
can, yeah,
leaning,
I
like,
got
it's
it,
leaning on the
I
pins.
I got it. You got it, pal.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Give it old Seb. Give your tired, weary fingers a rest.
So we've got a power supply in, our front mounted fan unit, all our fans are in, we've got our CPU cooler,
Yep.
our RAM plus our graphics card, which is a GTX 780. The cable tidying, yeah, isn't great. I'm not gonna lie about that. There is not a lot of room to, like, there's no room in this case to hide cables, basically.
Nope.
So, like, with other cases, you would stick them behind the motherboard, have a really nice, clean look. We could probably do a little better with tucking some of these in, but honestly, it's real difficult in this case. It's not too bad. It shouldn't obstruct too much airflow because there's not a lot coming in from the front because there's no front intake apart from the PSU. So we should be good. So what we got to do is mount our hard drives, plug it all in, turn it on,
Yep.
boom.
I can man the screwdriver.
Every day I'm giving the screws.
Okay. Need screws as well, huh?
You hold
what type of
that.
screws? All right.
I got it.
All right. Well, you can find some screws and I'll hold this.
All right. What type of screws? Big thread style.
Yeah, Big Willie style.
Big Willie style.
What an album that was, eh?
Oh, this is just the front of the case, isn't it?
That's the case lighting
Oh, I
actually, that goes
see.
all the way along.
Oh, what?
You
I didn't
guys
know
don't
that
know
was
that?
case lighting.
Yeah.
That is kind of the other reason I picked this case because it is like suitably obnoxious. Like,
What are you saying about our show?
Yeah, that looks like it makes sense. So
yeah, it's magnetized. So
it's magnetized, huh?
put the top on.
Okay. Which way does it go? This way? No, no.
Does that just sit on top of that? It just doesn't have like a thing that it sits in. Doesn't matter. Too late.
It's
He's pressed the
on.
button.
It's working. We're done.
Oh, look at the front.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So
Well, I
We
don't know
won't
anything
know
about,
if it's errored because it doesn't have an internal speaker.
but what we do know about it is that the red is glowing.
Yeah.
it's going red on top.
It's growing. It's
quite cool,
glowing.
right?
It's glowing red on the bottom
Is
as
it?
well.
I can't really see.
That's definitely blowing air.
So look.
I was wondering what the green is. That's the GTX.
Oh yeah. A bit of Nvidia green in there.
So this
Yeah.
should turn
Nice.
through Skyrim, no problem.
Wonderful.
Will it
We
really?
built a PC that can play a 4-year-old
Well,
game.
yeah, a 3-year-old
Three-year-old
game
game.
actually, and also modded up the wazoo because that's
Yeah.
where the mods usually go.
Well, it's pretty good work, Mark, I guess.
Yeah.
It took us a little while, but we got there.
Yeah, I mean, we basically carried you through it, didn't we? Sam?
Yeah. I just think that we're responsible for the fact that it's even on at all.
So the real question is, how many exploding chickens can this thing handle?
I
Sam?
can't wait to find out, actually. I'm expecting
I hope we can push past the 200 mark.
the 200 mark would be nice.
Yeah.
Do you reckon we could go full four figures?
It depends what other mods we're
Okay.
running, but I
Right.
think the start
I,
of 200.
want to try a
go from
four-figure
there.
chicken explosion.
That is how we're going to benchmark this
Yeah.
this computer. Okay, well I guess that is it.
That
for
is
this week. We have the PC. It's built. It's on.
It was a piece of cake that we did in one single sitting
Definitely
Take lunch
one
in
set.
between
Nope.
or
nope.
a day.
or day.
Yeah.
Easily done. But next week is when we're going to
Next week.
put Skyrim on this, and
Yeah.
all the other gubbins needs to go on, and we're going to use this to make the best looking Skyrim.
We're going to try and make it look as photorealistic as possible. Now,
Yep.
we do have a different graphics card, but according to Mark Walton, that shouldn't make too much of a difference, right?
Not too much of a difference.
Too much of a
Only a
difference.
little tiny wee.
Tiny. All right, so it's going to not be quite photorealistic.
It is.
And that's going to be our excuse.
Yeah, if it doesn't look good enough,
Frankly.
we're just going to say,
If only we had that graphics card that was the size of a human torso. I think we should hit the pub and leave Mark to tidy all this up.
Can I
Sounds
have
great.
beer?
Okay, cool. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Hope
Yep.
you enjoyed watching Mark and me probably make it worse, and Seb helped quite a lot.
You should
making this PC.
you should tweet him how he did in his PC
Yeah.
builds. Mark, what's your Twitter handle?
It's at Mark Alex Walton.
Nice.
Sweet. You can
Yeah.
berate me for dropping things at Camfraz Rob.
And you can congratulate me on being spectacular at building PCs at Ready Sev You Go.
For being modest. All right, guys, thanks. We'll see you next week for more top 5 Skyrim mods of the week.